everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about overcoming driving anxiety after an accident. If you are in the unfortunate situation of being in a car accident in the past, so if you have been in a car accident in the past and you're experiencing some driving anxiety, then this is the video for you, because I'm going to tell you how to overcome it. I'm going to give you some simple steps and give you some motivation that you can use to hopefully get back behind the wheel comfortably again, and you will be comfortable hopefully for the rest of your driving career. Let's get right into the video. I'm going to start off with an old phrase. Actually, I don't even know if it's an old phrase, because my dad would say it to me all the time when I was a kid. He would say, you got to get back on the horse. I don't even know if it's an old phrase, but it was something he said. He still says it to me, to be honest with you. So I'm going to assume it's an old phrase. You can let me know down in the comment section below. Is it an old phrase? Have you heard it before? Let me know down below. But basically, you got to get back on that horse, okay? And I'll give you a personal example as well. Now, accidents happen. It's an unfortunate part of driving. They happen, they have happened, and they always will happen. You can do your best to avoid them, but at the end of the day, every time you get behind the wheel, you need to accept the fact that you might get into an accident, okay? Even if you're the best driver, you are at risk of getting into an accident. Even when you step out of your house, 1 foot outside of your house, you are at risk of getting into some sort of injury slash accident, some form of injury or accident. So you need to take the proper steps to start driving again, okay? And even if you started driving, but you have anxiety about it, or you're nervous about it, you still got to start almost like from ground zero over here, okay? From step zero. So you got to start slow. Start off with driving on your side streets for a very short period of time, okay? Do that a few times. Do that for like a week, okay? Then move on to like a little longer, side streets, but longer. So like instead of like 10 minutes, you're driving for an hour on side streets, okay? Another week of that. Then you want to move on to main roads, and side streets together. Then main roads mainly, right? And then highway driving for just a short period of time. Highway driving for a longer period of time. And you want to keep expanding your comfort zone. You want to imagine it like a bubble from bubble gum. I could really go for some bubble gum right now, I'm not going to lie, now that I said that. But the bubble continues to get bigger and bigger, and you want to imagine it like that. And then you want to break down also what happened in the accident. So think about what actually happened in the accident. What happened, and how can you take the appropriate steps to avoid the same thing like that happening in the future, okay? And you need to realize you're never going to be able to 100% prevent it from happening. You will just take the steps to likely prevent it from happening. So you're going to make it unlikely that it's going to happen again. You're never going to be able to get it to 100%, but you're working with likelihood here. So figure out what happened. Let's say, you were sitting at a red light and you got rear-ended. And that's a scary thing. I was actually in a car when that happened. And even for me as a passenger, it was pretty scary, right? So you're sitting at a red light and you got rear-ended, right? Maybe what can you do to prevent it? Well, leave a little bit of extra space between your car and the car in front of you. And I'm telling you this because I thought of this myself after that had happened. Leave a little bit of extra space so that if you see that you're about to get rear-ended, you can either move forward a little bit to give that car behind you a little bit of extra space to brake on time, or you can maneuver your car out of the way as much as possible. Maybe there's a little gap, you can work your way into that gap. And like I said, you can be sitting at a red light tomorrow and it can happen again. But we're talking about likelihood here. Now, I want to tell you a personal story, okay? My wedding ring actually covers it up, okay? But I want you to look at this, okay? I think I've shown this in one or more videos in the past. I can't really remember. But if you look at this finger, okay? This is my ring finger on my right hand, okay? Look at my ring finger on my left hand. I'll take this off so you can see. And I never take my wedding ring off. I don't think I've actually ever taken it off like for a long period of time, other than like when I'm cleaning my hands and stuff like that. But look at this finger, okay? Look at the difference. One is straight, one is not, okay? When I was younger, I was rollerblading home from school, and it was actually the day before exams had started, okay? So I was in high school, I think it was grade 10 or grade 11, something like that. I was rollerblading home, and I saw what looked like a ramp, right? So I went to go jump off of it, and it ended up just being a piece of wood that had fallen, a piece of plywood that had fallen on a garbage can. It wasn't made to be a ramp, but it looked like it. So I went off of it, and I ended up, my rollerblade went right through the wood, and I went flying forward. I had a cast, like I was in some serious pain, some serious damages, and this is basically as repaired as it can be. But here's the thing, when I had my cast on, what I did, because of my dad's advice, was I got back on rollerblades. Like immediately, I was rollerblading with a cast. In hindsight, not the best idea because it was dangerous, but the point is that if I had waited a long time, it would be harder for me to get back on rollerblades. But because I did it right away, it's like I didn't experience a massive amount of anxiety about rollerblading. I did it right away. So the sooner, your takeaway should be the sooner that you can do this and get back on that horse, the better off that you'll be in the long run, okay? So if you've been in an accident, it's very unfortunate, but it happens. And you gotta overcome that driving anxiety and get back on that horse. And I wanted to tell you how to do it with a few simple steps, motivations, and some pieces of advice. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.